with Bob's Leatherworks in Crystal River, Florida, and I'm making a new video today on December 4th, 2020, okay, of a unique rig just got done making for a gentleman who is over in United Arab Emirates. He's a military trainer, and that's all you're going to hear about him for details. And he bought a gun that he had sent to me, which is an unusual firearm, and he wanted this type of a rig made. So I'm going to go through some details on it because it's not like, well, it's like ones I've made before, but it's got some upgrades to it, changes. And the first thing that I'm going to show you is the fact that this is a 3-inch wide belt and not my usual 2.5s, because this gun is very, very heavy. This is a Freedom Arms Wyoming Express 500, and it's a big framed gun, and I have two of my other guns off to the side, which I'm going to show you a comparison so you'll get an idea of how beefy this gun is. Beefy is a good word for it. It uses a proprietary 500 caliber round, and I got the brass from the company that makes it so I could use them to make the bullet loops with, even though I could have used Smith & Wesson 500s, but regardless I wanted to get the real thing. What makes this cartridge proprietary is that it's got a lip in it in the way that it's cut when they're made, so it will not, this will only go into this firearm, and I'll show it to you as soon as I get done talking about a couple of other things regarding the gun belt. So the primers are out, no brass or powder or lead, just the casing itself that's used in reloading. And this isn't sold in many places, so it's going to have to be reloaded. And this is the bag. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, I got 5 of them from RC Sea Brass, and they are in, where are they? Doesn't say on here, but you can find them. RC Sea Brass Cartridge Company. So that takes care of the brass part. As far as the gun belt is concerned, it's a 4 5/8 barreled gun. So I had to make a particular pattern for this gun to make the holster. And the gun belt is made in the exact same design as a James Arness Matt Dillon Gunsmoke rig. So I'm going to take the gun out of here. Okay, that's the hammer thong, and I know it's hard to see black, but hopefully it'll show up for you. I'm not seeing it very well on my camera monitor. So this is how these work. This pulls down onto the hammer. This is the leg thong, and out comes the big gun. It has a very large front sight on it, which is still cutting its way through the inside of the holster to make a smooth, no draggy fit. But there is, let's get it up here so you can see it, there is the gun. We will do a comparison of it in a minute or two with the other firearms I've got here. So this one has a fast draw cut in the holster. Let's get her up where you can see it. There it is. Okay, there's the fast draw cut. This is the, let me open this up, get it back up here. This is the shape of a Paladin or a Matt Dillon holster. These wing out here like this. This is what creates the curve as it goes down into the holster. When the gun's in here, you don't see as much of these here and here. And this is 3 3/4 wide, and you got to force it to get into the slot, but when it's in there, it doesn't move around, it stays put. Arvo Jallo designed this gunbelt rig and Matt Dillon's rig. There are 24 bullet loops on here, and I modified my usual belt billet and belt buckle connector leather shape to mirror the same type, with the same type of stitching. And I can't see it on my monitor, and I hope you can see it when you're looking at the video. I'm going to flip the gun belt around, and there is the connector. There was a way of putting the back loop through the front here, which I don't do. I just put a 3/4 inch strap right here and put it between the two parts, or the fold over, on the buckle connector. And it's 2 layers of leather, and it's very thick. It's about 1/4 inch thick, between 3/16 and 1/4 inch thick. I didn't put a caliper on it before I made the video. Here's the back of the holster, and it's got his nickname on here, which is Jinx. He's a Marine. There's the U.S. flag, and there's my maker stamp. So it's black oil dyed using a company's dye Phoebings, which leather workers will recognize that name. And it's finished with Johnson's paste wax, and after that it's watered down with damp paper towels to get any excess dye spots and wax off of it so it won't rub off on his clothing. Black dye is particularly hard to hold back to rub off onto clothing, so I make an effort to minimize it or eliminate it as much as possible. Ranger Star Concho, which I get from Tandy. These, you will see these in the Tandy Leather Factory catalog. This is Kodiak Latigo lace for the leg tie. There it is. I have to keep looking at the monitor to make sure I maintain the shot. So let's take a look at the comparison on the firearm. I'm going to put the gun belt aside, which doesn't want to go aside. There it is. Okay. So here is the Freedom Arms right there. And just to go down a little bit in scale, this is a new Ruger new model Vaquero, old model Vaquero. This is an old model Vaquero, and this is the Wyoming Inn Express next to it. And I think you can see it if you look hard and long enough, the difference in the size of these two guns, the size of the barrel, receiver, all around. Just a real much bigger gun. I'll take away the old model Vaquero, and here's a Colt Colt Peacemaker clone, which is my Uberti, and you can see the difference in these two firearms. And this is getting heavy. This is a big, heavy gun. So that's basically it as far as what I wanted to show you in this video. But also to indicate that if you want, let me bring this back, if you want a rig that, and you are a big man too, and you want a 3-inch belt drop loop rig, 3-inch wide drop loop rig in the same shape as an Arvo Jallo, James Arness, Matt Dillon Gunsmoke rig, this is it. And if you look carefully at any episode of Have Gun Will Travel, you will see that the Paladin gunbelt rig had no fast draw cut in it. Neither did the Matt Dillon rig, but this gentleman, he wanted one on his, and on top of that I put a 10-degree cant on the holster, and it is not a straight down shot. Hope you can see that in this, or if I have to back up a little bit, let's back up a little bit. If you can see this 10-degree cant on this holster, does not go straight down. Okay. So that's it from Bob's Leatherworks in Christopher, Florida. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and have a great day. And by the way, my contact information is at the end of the video, so keep watching. If there is anything you want to ask me, my phone number, email are at the end of the video. So thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.